Did you know a 10% tariff on tea played a role in sparking the American Revolution? American colonists were so upset because they were forced to pay taxes to the British government without their consent since they didn't have representation in that government. Now Trump is planning to slap across-the-board tariffs on Americans without getting approval from Congress, the body elected to represent us. Our founders would be losing their minds right now because of the president's increasingly concentrated power over the people. Trump's proposed a 10 to 20% tariff on all imports, a 60% tariff on imports from China, and 25% tariffs on imports from Mexico and Canada. That means the American businesses buying goods from other countries will have to pay those tariffs as a tax to the US government. And those taxes get passed on to us in the form of higher prices. To be clear, the political context is fundamentally different now than it was during the American Revolution. American colonists had no representation in British Parliament like American citizens do now. But Trump planning to bypass Congress to impose these sweeping tariffs is a real issue, and many argue it's unconstitutional. The Constitution very clearly gives Congress the exclusive power to impose and collect taxes. But over the past century, Congress has been slowly giving away its powers over to independent agencies and the president with new laws, and the Supreme Court's let them. But now is Congress's time to act. A new report from the Cato Institute says that Congress should reclaim some of its constitutional trade powers by passing the Global Trade Accountability Act, which would require the president to get congressional approval for tariffs. Passing the act would be a heavy lift, but if they don't, the US is in for enormous economic harm at home and damage to our relationships with nations around the world.